If you'll be sticking around, heading back to that tailgate in the junction after the game, we'll be in the mid-70s up until about sunset. We'll be continuing to see bands of thunderstorms and showers pushing through all night long. So please make sure you have a way to be aware of what's going on, weather alerts, a weather radio, anything like that, in case severe weather comes through your area through the dead of the night. Nice and sunny, warm temperatures. We do have that chance for rain that starts to build in as we get later into the week, but that's nothing to worry about quite yet. If you live anywhere in Union, Prentice, Tishomingo counties, you've been placed under level 1 severe weather risk. That expands to the majority of the rest of us for tomorrow. And that'll make for a wonderful time for heading out to the Pumpkin Palooza in Starkville or any of the other fall-related events going on throughout northeastern Mississippi tomorrow. It should be a beautiful day to do so. We are seeing chances for rain persisting pretty much every day through our extended forecast up until we get to another dry day 1 week from today.
Well, one thing I want to mention, there's a kind of a common bond between Tanya and you.
Yes, I'm actually from Long Island, New York, and Tanya is over from the Bronx, so we've got a lot of New York representation out here in Tupelo. But the main line that we'll be looking through starts to approach in the overnight hours, entering Corinth by about midnight, pushing further to the south, Tupelo by about 2 a.m., and then even out towards the Golden Triangle a little bit later in the overnight hours. Well, happy Wednesday, Bulldogs. It's been a bit of a rainy morning for most of us here in northeastern Mississippi. We have this line of showers and thunderstorms that's been pushing through over the course of the overnight hours into the morning along this occluded front, and we do have this center of low pressure that's currently sitting up to our northwest, and it's going to continue pushing over our northernmost counties as we get through the rest of the day. Along with that, we do have some scattered showers that will be continuing to persist throughout the rest of the afternoon, but it shouldn't be anything too significant, just popping up every now and then for the rest of the day. But for right now here in northeastern Mississippi, pretty gloomy skies outside, honestly. 52 degrees currently, and we are seeing, again, that continuing chance of showers pushing through over the rest of the day. Not really going to get any warmer than this for the remainder of the day, though. Our wind gusts as well, pretty strong right now, sitting about 20s, mid-20s for most of us here in northeastern Mississippi. 23 miles per hour up in Pontotoc, 21 here in Starkville. Some areas a little bit lower wind gusts, 19 Columbus, 16 in Vernon. So it is going to be pretty windy for the rest of the day. Sustained winds are a little bit lower than that, closer to about 10 miles an hour, but again, pretty gusty for the rest of the day. And we are seeing that chance for rain showers continuing over the course of the afternoon, sticking around 50 to 51 degrees. And we might have the sun start to break through at some points, but for the most part, it will remain pretty overcast and rainy throughout the day. Overnight, that cloud cover is going to help us stay a little bit warm. Temperatures won't be dropping all that much. So about 47 degrees overnight in Starkville, 44 up in Tupelo, Fulton, 45 in Tupelo, 44 degrees in Pontotoc. But the good news is, once we get through the rain for today, free and clear for the remainder of the coming week, which is really nice. That'll be a beautiful Halloween. We'll track that out for you, see what that rain's going to look like for the rest of today. We do have, again, that chance for scattered showers moving through our area throughout the afternoon, around 2 p.m. likely impacting Calhoun City, Eupora, Coffeyville, and it'll continue to push over towards the east in the later afternoon hours, out towards western Alabama by about 4 p.m. But in the evening and overnight hours, it should be much more scattered, and by the time we get to our Thursday, just some cloud cover over us at that point. Clouds begin to break as we get through the rest of our Thursday, making for nice clear conditions in the afternoon and evening, and that will continue as we get into our Halloween as well. Nice clear skies all day for Halloween, good night to go out trick-or-treating. No rain in the forecast, which should be very nice to spend time outside, and then clouds just start to build in as we get into the overnight hours. So again, if you're planning to head out, go trick-or-treating or do anything on Halloween evening, should be pretty nice outside. Clear skies, just getting a little bit chilly in the evening, 49 degrees by the time we get to 9 p.m. For a quick look at our tropics, Hurricane Melissa has just passed over the island of Cuba, and it was very strong at that point. Thankfully, it's been weakening a little bit as it's been passing over the island, but it's just going to continue its track out into the Atlantic Ocean, not really making any more impacts to land. But it has been a relatively devastating storm. You can see it's had a very defined eye up until it passed over Cuba. So it's been pretty strong, pretty devastating. We are keeping the residents of Jamaica and Cuba in our hearts here with Campus Connect weather. For the remainder of our week, though, again, we're going to warm up a good bit as we get into the afternoon. About 64 degrees for our game day on Saturday. And remember that we are turning our clocks back Saturday into Sunday. On our Monday and Tuesday, should be pretty nice outside. 68 degrees, good day to head out to the polls on Tuesday. Should be much better weather coming up for the remainder of the week.